Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the top 5 best cheap graphic cards of 2023. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. For more information, I have included links in the description box down below. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now number 5 on the list is AMD Radeon RX 6600 XT. As far as budget graphics cards go, you really can't go wrong with the AMD Radeon RX 6600 XT. It might not be able to put out the kind of 1440p performance that even the RX 5700 XT was able to, but for 1080p performance, you can easily get solid frame rates on max settings for your favorite games. And while it does feature ray tracing, even at 1080p ray tracing will absolutely tank any graphics card's performance. Thankfully, with AMD's hardware-driven Radeon Super Resolution, you should now be able to get playable frame rates at 1080p even with ray tracing turned on, and AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution built into many games will offer even better performance still. This is still an objectively expensive card, seeing as its starting retail price is $380, £329, 499 Australian dollars. But, at this point, this is the best graphics card by value among this generation of cards that you're going to find that is actually worth buying. Now number 4 on the list is GeForce RTX 3050. The Nvidia GeForce RTX 3050 is one of the few Nvidia graphics cards from the Ampere era that is anything close to being considered a budget graphics card, and for what it is, it's a solid choice for 1080p gaming. It also comes with a lot of features that AMD cards simply don't have, like machine learning-enabled deep learning super sampling (DLSS) technology, and tensor cores to not just play games at fast frame rates, but also to handle creative workloads that even the best AMD graphics cards will stumble over. Still, it's expensive for an Nvidia XX50 series card, with the GTX 1050 and GTX 1650 launching for nearly half the price of the RTX 3050. Such is the state of the industry though, and with graphics card price inflation being what it is, this is probably the lowest price you'll pay for a graphics card with this kind of performance and advanced features. Now number 3 on the list is Radeon RX 6600. The AMD Radeon RX 6600 isn't that far behind the RX 6600 XT when it comes to performance, but this slimmed-down version of the Navi 23 GPU is a much more appealing option for a dedicated B budget build. Featuring some very respectable 1080p performance and support for features like AMD Radeon Super Resolution, this card can easily play the best PC games at 1080p with frame rates north of 30 frames per second, if not closer to 60 frames per second on some medium lift games, on high or maximum settings. All the while, this graphics card is a good bit cheaper than AMD's XT variant, so if you're looking to get the best performance at the lowest price, with an emphasis on price, then this is the card you need to be considering. Now number 2 on the list is Radeon RX 5700. When it comes to budget AMD graphics cards, the Radeon RX 5700 is about as good as it gets. Capable of delivering 1440p gaming on ultra or max settings, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a better mid-range graphics card at this price point. Some sacrifices had to be made for affordability, however, and it is just barely affordable. The Radeon RX 5700 doesn't come with ray tracing, so the budget-minded will have to wait a little while longer before that feature makes it into even the best cheap graphics cards on the market. Maybe next year. Now the last product on the list is Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super, replacing the Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660. The Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super is absolutely one of the best cheap graphics cards on the market right now. It is able to crank out nearly 80 FPS on Middle-earth, Shadow of War on ultra-graphic settings at 1080p, and even managing a decent 54 FPS at 1440p. This is incredible considering it comes in at under $250, £200, 400 Australian dollars. Still, the Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super does have its drawbacks. It still goes with a DVI port in lieu of a second HDMI port, or even a USB-C, and while it does have a DisplayPort, you won't be running several displays with this card. It also lacks ray tracing cores, but you're going to be hard-pressed to find another graphics card that's as good as the Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660 Super for the price. I hope you liked the video. See you guys next time. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe.